This workout targets the glutes from every side. I'm Pilates instructor Tucker, certified in mat Pilates. Welcome to McCrazy Fit. We'll begin on our back in neutral spine, so feet are hip width apart and knees at about 90 degrees. Belly's tight, and with an exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, bring it in. Continue with that pattern. Goal here is keeping the core tight, keeping the hips stable, and focusing on the transfer of balance. As the left leg comes in, the balance shifts to the left leg, and the right leg comes up without the hips moving. Palms are resting on the mat. Head is gently resting on the mat. Nose pointed up to the ceiling. One more each side. And back to the starting position, this time up into a bridge, keeping the core tight, firing the glutes, lift the hips up till the knees, hips, shoulders are in a straight line, and back down. Again, exhale, up. Inhale at the top, exhale back down. Inhale, exhale up. Keeping the core tight, careful not to overextend at the top. Two more. Great job. This time, bring the feet a little closer. This will help us to focus on the glutes. So with an exhale again, lifting up into a bridge, you can feel the difference. Focused on the glutes, taking the hamstrings out of this movement by bringing the feet closer. Three more. Great job. Exhale up. Inhale at the top and exhale back down. Or we can exhale up, inhale back down. Whichever speed you like to go at. Two more. And on this last one, stay up, keep the hips up, core is tight. Same movement we started with. Extend the right leg and bring it back in. Extend the left leg. Bring it back in. Continue with that pattern, focusing on tight core, keeping the hips up. Glutes are firing. And focusing on the transfer of weight. As the right leg comes in, the weight transfers to the right leg and the left leg goes out without the hips dropping or rocking. Great job. Breathing at a comfortable pace. Not carrying any tension in the shoulders or in the neck. Head is still gently resting on the mat. Hips are staying up. One more each side. Great job. Last one. Bring the hips down with an exhale. Inhale and exhale to bring the knees into the chest and let the lower back sink into the mat. And back to the starting position. Make sure the feet are a little closer to the body. Tighten the belly and exhale to lift the hips up in the ground. Extend the right leg. Lower the hips down. Let them tap the mat and back up. And again, come down, tap the mat and up. Four more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Legs straight. Hips are even. Two more. This last one, stay up and give me little pulses to the ceiling. Little pulses, all glute. Belly's tight, hips are high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg comes down and bring it all down. And rest for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, belly tight, hips come up, left leg straight. Inhale down, tap the mat, exhale up. Great job. Hips are even. Belly stays tight. 3 more. Last one, stay up. And pulse to the ceiling. Left leg straight. Core is tight, hips are high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg down, both hips come down. And again, bring the knees into the chest. Lower back sinks into the mat for an imprinted spine stretch. Feet back on the mat. Again, feet close to the body. This time, bring the feet out to the width of the mat. As the feet go out wider, the toes can point out slightly. So as the feet come out wider than the hips, the toes don't stay pointed forward. So feet out wider than the hips, toes slightly pointed out. Inhale, exhale, tighten the belly. Fire the glutes to lift the hips up off the mat. And again, into the movement we started with, a lot harder with the feet separated here. Extend the right leg and bring it back. And extend the left leg. And back. And let's continue there. Still breathing. Hips aren't rocking. And if this is too much, then bring the feet in closer. Great work. Keep those shoulders down away from the ears. Don't let them creep up. Heads resting gently on the mat. Last one. And bring it down, tap the mat and up. Down, tap the mat and up. Great, continue there. Feet out wider. Working that inside portion a little more. Four more. Inhale down, exhale up. 2, 3, last one. Great, bring it down. Right ankle over on the left knee. Bring that left knee into tabletop. Stretch throughout the right side of the glute here. And now gently pull in on the legs. Very gently, maintaining neutral spine. So as I pull in on the legs, I'm not rounding out the lower back. Bring that leg down. Left ankle on the right knee up into tabletop. And with an exhale, gently pull in the legs for a little deeper stretch. Bring those legs down and let's roll on over to our stomach. Head can be resting on the hands here. Now first, I want you to fire the quads. So flex the quads. Legs are straight, quads are flexed. And with the quads flexed, that helps us to focus on the glute with this movement, taking the hamstring out of it. So here we go. Quads are fired, legs are straight. With an exhale, tighten the glute, flex the glute to lift the leg about 5 inches off the mat. About enough for you to stick your fist under your foot. Imagine that. And down. And exhale, lift the other leg up. And down. Let's continue with that pattern. So legs are straight. As your leg lifts up, imagine someone pulling down on your foot. And we only need to go about 5 inches higher. Any more would be bringing the hamstring into it too much, as we're just trying to isolate the glutes here. Additionally, when I bend the leg like this and bring it up, that's bringing the hamstring into it as well. Let's go one more on each side. And rest. And swish the hips back and forth a few times. Take any tension out of the lower back. And come to a resting place. Belly's tight. This time we're going both legs. So fire the quads, legs are straight. With an exhale, lift both legs off the ground and back. And again, exhale, lift the legs. Imagine someone pulling down on your legs as they're lifting up. Great job. 3 more. 2 more. Exhale up. Inhale in. Last one. Belly stays tight. And down. Great. Now come on up onto forearms. Belly still tight. Pulled up and away from the mat. So I want to be able to slide my hand under your belly. And legs are straight. Strong in the shoulders. Not sinking down in the shoulders. So I'm flexing the quad, the lats, and the back muscles here. And kick one leg up and down. And kick the other leg up and down. Continue with that pattern. This is a version of single leg kick. Goal here is keeping the core tight. Hips stable. Belly pulled in. And any breathing patterns okay here. I like to exhale with the kick, inhale back in. Maybe more common to inhale in, exhale out. Let's go one more each side. Bring that down, come all the way down, and let's push up into a 4-point stance. And with an exhale, extend the left leg out straight. And bring it in. And exhale, right leg out straight. Inhale, bring it in. Let's continue there. So I want the wrists underneath the shoulders. All parts of the hand and fingers evenly contacting the mat. Belly's tight. Knees under the hips. And on this next extension, lift it up and down and in. And the next one out, up, and back in. Great. Let's continue there. Staying focused on spine stability and hip stability. So as I transfer the weight from leg to leg, hips stay stable, spine stays stable, not rocking. Belly's pulled up and in, away from the mat. Keep that leg up, and let's pulse to the ceiling. Don't overextend the back. Keep the back steady. Neutral spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Other leg extend. Up and pulse. So as the leg comes up, not extending the spine. Gentle pulses. Everything stays stable except the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2. Straight leg and in. And let's go down into child's pose. Back up to the 4-point stance. Be moving into a leg pull front movement that requires going all the way up into a plank. So we can also just stay with this version here if going into the plank is too much. So staying strong in the shoulders, hands evenly contacting the mat. Out with one foot, out with the other foot. Inhale, exhale, lift the legs straight and down. Exhale, lift the other leg straight. Inhale down. Let's continue there. Same things to focus on as many of these other movements. Spine stable, hip stable, core is tight, legs are straight. Flexing the glute to lift the leg. Keeping that leg straight to minimize the assistance of the hamstring. And this movement could also be done down on the forearms. Great job. One more each side. Bring that down. And let's come right into a position on the knees. And we'll stretch the chest after that. Arms straight forward. And bring them out wide, opening the hands and the wrists and the chest. Inhale to lift the chest to the sky. And exhale back. Again, inhale, open the hands, the wrists, and the arms. Feel the stretch all through my forearm, bicep, shoulder, chest, and back in. Last one. And we'll move into our last movement. Sidekick. And start on the right side. So with the right arm out straight, bring it down to the ground. Left leg comes up. This hand could go on the hips or up. Straighten that left leg. Bring it forward and back. And forward. Back. Great job. Keeping the flex here. The hip. The glutes. Outer portion of the glute, keeping the leg high. Belly's tight. Let's go one more each way. And bring that leg down. And back up to knees. Now over to the left side. Left arm comes down, right leg straight. Sweep it forward and back. And breathe at a comfortable pattern. I'm exhaling forward, inhaling back. Breathing at a comfortable pattern, strong in the arm. Same with the plank. The hand and fingers are contacting the mat evenly. Shoulders strong. Great job. One more each way. Back and bring it down. And let's stretch that out. Bring the left leg out in front. Push it out a little farther away from you than you would think. And gently lean in. And ever so slightly tucking the pelvis, tucking the tailbone into the stretch. And pushing back into neutral spine. Legs straight. And gently leaning into the stretch. Great job. And move over to the right leg. Right leg goes out in front. Lean in, and as I lean in, tailbone very slightly tucks. Posterior pelvic tilt. Thank you so much for joining me for this workout. Before you go, you can support the channel by hitting the thumbs up button, and you can also use my instructional guide as your breakdown for individual movements, such as leg pull front. Make that leg straight. I'm back in neutral spine here. And come back, and I'll see you at the next workout.